Should you invest in Ras Al-Khaimah? A lot of people have been asking this question over the last few months, so in today's video we're going to be discussing the Emirate of Ras Al-Khaimah, more specifically the new man-made Marjan Island, which is currently under development with the largest casino in the world, which has officially now obtained the first gambling license in the GCC. So for those of you that don't know, Marjan Island is located right at the very start of Ras Al-Khaimah when you're traveling from Dubai, and it's in total around 1 hour away from Dubai, straight along Sheikh Zayed Road, which is the major highway that connects between all of the Emirates. So it's very accessible for tourists and residents of Dubai, and actually it's already quite a popular location for tourists to visit and relax, to take some time away from the city, as it's very close to Dubai, and there's already some nice 5-star hotel beach resorts, sporting activities, and lots of different things that attract people already. However, you've probably clicked on this video because you've heard the big news about the Wynn Casino opening on Marjan Island. So that's right, it's been officially announced now that the Wynn Casino on Marjan Island has been granted with the first gaming license in the UAE and making it the first gaming license in the GCC. So obviously this is absolutely huge news for the Emirate and the country as a whole. We've seen the impact that casinos have had in other parts of the world, especially in Asia. The good thing about the UAE is it's very centrally located in the world, which makes the casino very accessible to all the markets. China and Singapore have huge markets for casinos, and it's a big portion of the contributing factors to the overall tourism statistics. Macau attracts 39 million tourists per year, and a huge portion of that is purely because of the casino market. As well as that, you've also got access to a lot of the European tourist market, as it's only a short flight away. For example, you've got a big market of tourists that visit the famous Monte Carlo casino in Monaco, and now that a lot of that market will be drawn to Ras Al-Khaimah. So I've actually been speaking with a client of mine, and he's from Singapore, and he was telling me how he's seen over the years just how much of an impact that the casino has had on everything in the surrounding areas and the wealth that it brings to the area of Singapore. He was telling me about how many high net worth individuals you meet within and around the casino, and he strongly believes that the new resort in RAK is going to attract a lot of the Asian market because it's something completely new, and you've got weather all year round that people can come along and enjoy throughout any time of the year. Marjan Island itself is more like a resort, more than just a casino itself, because you've got the beaches, the 5-star resorts, and the water sports that you can do at all times of year. So rather than being seasonal like other major cities and the casinos in other major cities, you've got a resort that can be accessed by all parts of the world all year round. So obviously, going off what's previously happened when casinos have opened in other major cities, combined with all the easy access to all the major gambling hubs in the world, it's expected that there will be a huge influx in tourism from the opening of this casino in Ras Al-Khaimah. So following on from the announcement of the Wynn Casino, there's been a lot of branded residences and luxury hotel chains, and now some of the biggest names developing on Marjan Island in and around the surrounding areas. As for Marjan Island, there is currently no other place in the UAE with this many branded residences and luxury development, all within one area. To name a few of these brands, for example, you've got Nikki Beach, Nobu, JW Marriott, even Ushuaia, the famous Ibiza brand, who have just done a huge event in Dubai Harbour, and now they're building a branded residence on Marjan Island. You've even got the likes of Emaar and Aldar, two of the biggest government-backed developers, developing on Marjan Island, which to me is a very strong indication about the future that Ras Al-Khaimah has ahead of it, as even the biggest government-backed developers are getting involved. Now, I've been guiding my clients into Marjan Island for a long time now, and many of the projects that we were buying have completely sold out now. Even more recently now, we've got developments selling out in hours. For example, I've seen the Damac Shoreline sold out on launch day. However, there are still opportunities and launches coming up on the island very, very regularly. So there's opportunities now to scout between the developments and see which one's best for investment. With there being so many launches on Marjan Island, there's obviously a lot of competition between the investors when it comes to being a landlord and renting the property out. Now, of course, it's important to pick and choose between the correct developments on the island to invest in so that you can maintain a high occupancy rate and subsequently increase the returns on your investment. We're seeing projects not only come up on Marjan Island, but also in the surrounding areas such as Mina Al Arab, Al Hamra Village, and the new master community, which I strongly believe in, which is Shoba Sinea Islands, especially the villas within that community. These are all natural islands developed on by Shoba, who are one of the best quality developers in the UAE. And again, I won't go into too much detail about that development specifically, but you can always get in contact with me using my details in the description and we can have a conversation about that one. So let's talk about prices. So in order to make a sensible investment onto Al Marjan Island, of course it has to make financial sense when it comes to the numbers. Current prices on Marjan Island are ranging from around 1,800 dirhams all the way up to 3,000 dirhams per square foot. That is around 300 to 600 pounds per square foot. Obviously, the difference in prices are dependent on the brand, the location of the project, and many other factors. Some articles are now predicting and speculating that prices are going to hit upwards of 10,000 dirham per square foot by 2030, which in some project would be triple the current prices. While this is completely possible, I do think, I like to be much more conservative with the figures, and actually I think there are only a select few projects that I would invest in on the island, and ones that I wouldn't really invest in because I don't think they have as much potential as certain ones. Obviously, if you would like to learn more about the investment opportunities in the UAE or on Al Marjan Island in Dubai, you can get in contact with me using the link in the description.